Hello, welcome to Dungeon Brothers Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. Today, for Christmas month, in our Silent Night Deadly Night marathon, we're reviewing Silent Night Deadly Night 4 Initiation. Sorry, I have trouble with I words, I guess. I don't know fucking. So this came out in 1990. It's directed by Brian Yuzna, who I directed one. Sorry, I reviewed one of his movies. It was Faust, The Loved and the Damned. He as far as directing go, I'm not sure what other movies he directed, but he helped with the special effects for movies like Society, Reanimator. Uh, how many Holy fuck, there were three Reanimator movies? I thought there was only two. Oh my god. And he also did From Beyond, which one of my favorite I would say H.P. Lovecrafty movies. Even though I don't think that one's actually H.P. Lovecraft inspired. I think that was just a movie they made up for that Stuart Gordon made up. Which Stuart Gordon's movies are pretty good, in my opinion. Yeah, so this movie, I came to this movie with the assumption that, Silent Night Deadly Night 2 would be the fucking worst one, because, almost half the movie is like footage from the first movie. So, you know what they say when you make assumptions, you make an ass out of you and me. and I made a fucking huge ass of me. So yeah, I actually liked the third movie, but like something I forgot to mention about the third movie. That movie actually felt like a Christmas movie. Besides from like one scene where like they're hanging out, the main character is hanging out at her boyfriend's place. This movie doesn't feel like a fucking Christmas movie at all. Maybe it's because it takes place in LA, but yeah, it does not feel like a Christmas movie at all. So let's get into the stars for the movie. You got Maud Adams, who she was two Bond girls, and I think, never mind, I think she played the same character actually, but she was in what was it, Man with the Golden Gun, and she was in Octopussy, which both of those movies are great, though I think actually Octopussy kind of sucked in my opinion. Yeah. You have Tommy Hinkley as Hank, Alice Bisley as Janice, Clint Howard as Ricky. So, I have no idea if Clint Howard as Ricky is supposed to be Ricky from the other Silent Night Deadly Night movies. I'm assuming since he has the top of his skull and the fact that he looks nothing like either of the Rickies, I'm just assuming. Yeah. So where's the main character? Yeah, they're not fucking piece of shit thing. They're not showing me the main chick. It's like a redheaded chick. She's like some model. I don't even fucking remember her name. She's such a bitch in the movie. She's like this entitled like female reporter. She started working at this journalist office called the Eye, or sorry, not, what do you call these, news agency? I don't know. It's like a magazine kind of thing. It's called the Eye, and the first shot, one of the shots of the office, you see two posters of Mao and what was his name, Lenin. So it's like, so yeah, like the director's like yeah, political leanings show in this fucking movie. So yeah, it's just random fucking posters. So like, what's going on in this movie? This chick, who's dating like one of the top reporters at this news agency, wants to investigate this instantaneous combustion case where this woman fell off this building, on fire, and like her lower half of her body just like burned to like a crisp, right? And Clint Howard was nearby. He plays like a homeless guy who is like basically the milk-fed gimp for these coven of witches. So like yeah, the bad guys in the movie are like female Satanists who are like, you know, ultra feminists, and the leader is Maud Adams. So the reporter investigates these people. Is so fucking dumb. She doesn't put two and two together that, hey, these witches probably killed the fucking girl she's investigating, right? So what ends up happening, they give her shit to eat, and it's like, it, you know, she has these hallucinogenic experiences. You know, she sees like cockroaches everywhere, like, you know, with like skull faces on them, shit like that. She's driving herself crazy, acting like a stupid bitch. And yeah, it's just, you know, eventually they put her through the initiation where she gets forced to like swallow this like slug fucking thing. Like, well, it's like a giant ass centipede, and you see her like it crawl out of her fucking mouth, which reminded me a lot of the snake scene from Faust Love and the Damned, where like Jeffrey Combs is like giving birth to the snake or whatever through his mouth. It's like super fucking creepy. She gets raped by in the initiation. She gets raped by Clint Howard while all these like witches are watching, and like you get to see some of the body horror that is famous in these Brian Yuzna movies. So after the initiation, she wakes up. She's given clothes. She's told, "Hey, oh, by the way, when she was kidnapped for the initiation, there's like a fight scene between Clint Howard and Hank, and Clint Howard blows the fuck out this fucking LA yuppie." Yeah, and they kill Hank, and then she is given this choice. She has to help kidnap Hank's little brother, which are like, Hank is what, like in his 30s or something. His brother looks like he's like, you know, 13, 14. Their parents are really fucking old, like probably too old to have like a 14-year-old kid. Like his mom would have been what, 40 something when she had him, which, you know, he doesn't look like he has autism, but whatever, right? So she has to help kidnap the kid, or otherwise she'll burn to death, like the chick from the beginning of the movie, right? She does that. She changes her mind during during the sacrifice ritual where she has to kill the kid. That takes place on the fucking roof. She tries to kill Maud Adams' character instead, but what ends up happening is, you know, she's a witch. She can't be killed with normal means. But what ends up happening, as like, you know, the girl character is getting starting to burn to death because, you know, she didn't fall through the ritual. She plunged her burning hands, which had morphed together into like this screw kind of candle fucking thing, plunged it into the Maud Adams' wounds, lights her on fire, and then she dies, and everything goes back to normal. That's the end of the fucking movie. So yeah, what do I think about this movie? A lot of weird, esoteric shit in the movie. The movie starts off like title sequence. There's like a shitload of spirals everywhere, which remind me of that Japanese horror movie, Uzumaki, which Uzumaki means spiral. It's based off a Junji Ito manga series, which I've read. It's okay. I personally preferred the movie over the manga series, but you know, you can decide for yourself. Um, yeah, this movie, it's way worse than the last one, and like, it's so fucking out there with its like imagery. It's not even like cool imagery. It's just like whatever, right? Uh, the chick in the movie, like, she gets naked a few times. You know, at one point, she's watching she um passes by like a motel room and sees like lesbian porn for some reason, and like it turns into like, you know, um fuck, I need to pause for a sec. Yeah, sorry about that. What was I talking about? Yeah, she's watching. She passes by a TV that has like full frontal lesbian porn, which isn't full frontal like kind of like in movies you have that shit and you get an NC-17 rating. But I guess this movie, it was like 2 seconds, so they got away with it. But yeah, it turns into an image of Maud Adams telling her that she has to kill the kid, and I thought that was like kind of a cool scene. The scene where they're about to sacrifice the kid was very fucking creepy and very uncomfortable because they ripped the kid's shirt open, and it's like it, it's like it just reminded me of Deep State, like the Deep State fucking shit. It's like because they're painting symbols on him and shit. It's like holy fuck, super. And you have the one chick that looks like that. I wouldn't say she looks like Hillary Clinton at all, but like, you know, whatever. Yeah, so it's like the movie, and this is like the first movie where it is somewhat based in Red Pill, but it's based in Red Pill, but it still sucks. So like you know you have like the one dude's dad who tells his Jewish girlfriend like he groans when he hears that his girlfriend's Jewish. But like he's like, yeah, women belong in the home. The female character in this movie, despite working at this newspaper or whatever, or magazine or whatever, for like a month, wants to be treated like the top reporters at the fucking uh, news company, and like feels entitled that, oh, I've been working here for really hard. I deserve to you get put on us like assignments that matter. It's like you've only been working there a month, and like you have this sense of entitlement, and she gets like, you know, she berates her fucking boyfriend for not, you know, for not like having her back for her self-entitled bullshit, and like, you know, he gets her what she wants, and does the guy get a thank you or anything? No. Oh, it's like, oh my god. So the movie is very based in Red Pill about women and how retarded like women are to the point of their like man hatred, where they'll fucking become Satanists because Satanism is like the one like matriarchal religion or female friendly religion, which I don't even know if that's 100% true, but feminists do actually believe that. I've saw like there are like, you know, interviews with feminists, Satanists, where they talk about how great Satanism is for feminism, and that's why the new Sabrina the Teenage Witch TV show, she's a fucking feminist. And it's like, oy vey. Yeah, this movie, I don't even know. Would I recommend this to anybody? No, dude, this movie sucks. It's like super boring. Like Clint Howard is kind of funny in the movie, but it's like, you know, not really. I did find it funny where like they're gonna kill the girl because she wouldn't sacrifice the kid, and like Clint Howard like stands up for her because, you know, during the initiation he got to have sex with her, which it wasn't 100% consensual, but like I guess he felt like a connection with her, so he tries to protect her, and just despite being kind of a badass earlier in the movie, he gets one-shotted. Yeah, so if I were to give this movie a rating, it's like it's a 3.5 out of 10. It's a really shitty movie. I know people hate the fucking last movie, but that movie was a lot better than this in my opinion. So I'm gonna probably watch Silent Night Deadly Night 5 and finally get this fucking marathon over with. Alright, peace.